Hey guys, I made a video a couple months ago about passing or giving tips about passing the ACE personal training exam. So just wanted to do kind of like another video. I just recently renewed my certification. Again, I'm not saying I'm an authority of this of personal training. I'm probably the last one that you should listen to or take advice from. I'm not making millions in the industry, but I did pass my exam about 2 years ago, and just want to let you know, I know there's a lot of study materials out there that's going to cost you a lot of money. And I just want to let you know the only thing you really need, and if you're on a budget, is pretty much the book. That's all you really need in order to pass the exam. And you don't even need, this is the fifth edition. You don't even need the fifth edition. You can pretty much go by the one that came before the fourth edition. There's not much of a change. I know I do have the fourth edition, and I was like, oh man, I better get the fifth edition because I want to make sure that, in case there's any new materials. There's basically nothing really new. Maybe different pictures, maybe a different formatting on the pages, but everything's pretty much the same. You also have this book here, The Essentials of Exercise Science. You don't really need to read this book either. Uh, I mean, you could glance over it, maybe read it, but you don't have to take like detailed notes. Everything that you're going to need to know that's in the exam is in this book. Also, I recommend maybe using this after you're finished with a chapter, the study companion with questions. I found that came in handy. And basically, just have the book, have a notebook like this, and just take notes down throughout the chapter. What I did was like anything I thought would be on the exam question, I would make notes of. And this is just one of my notebooks, and you can see there's a lot of notes in here. I think I may have overdid it with the notes. I mean, there's a different like study like packages. It's gonna cost you a lot of money. I bought the math uh, course that they had because I was a little worried about the math, and I think I only had like one or two math questions that I needed to use the calculator from the on the computer. I overdid that, and I think I shouldn't have. I spent a lot of time on the math, which I shouldn't have, because I should have focused on other areas. Things to avoid: do not buy any ACE like study things guides from like that's not supported by ACE. That's like for example, this thing I got from Amazon. I thought that was going to help me out. Uh, this has stuff that doesn't even like that I don't even think that's even in the ACE manual at all. I don't. It's almost like this is like a different personal training course. Avoid this at all. Don't get this at all. Uh, but like one of the things I do recommend is like after you finish the book, buy the practice tests. I don't have any of them near, but I think there's two of them that really comes in handy because then you can focus on the questions you get wrong. So that's what you need to go back to. Also, I recommend so like when you get the book. Let's see here. Um, so like chapter one, the first couple of chapters like are I find are the easy chapters. Like it's all about scope of practice. So that those are the chapters I kind of wanted to know really well because they're going to be easy questions on the exam. So scope of practice you really need to get, and it's basically like stuff you can't do as a personal trainer. Like you can't give like your client a massage because if you're not certified in that. So it's basic common sense thing, but they're going to try to trick you. So just make sure that you know that because I find that's like the easy part of the book. Behavioral change, stuff like that. Then when you get to like chapter 7, chapter 8, then it's when it starts to pick up and you're going to realize what the hell did I get myself into. That's when you're going to get the functional assessments: posture, movement, core balance, anatomy. So that's what's going to get that's what caused me to like I spent a lot of time on this. Like chapter 7, I would have like I would do the chapter, read the chapter, take the notes, and then I would move on. But I would constantly go back to that chapter. Like after a while, I would always go back to those chapters on anatomy and posturals and assessments and all that. And I highly recommend. This is a key. I recommend that you watch videos on all this. Like like anything about like like for example like pelvic tilt or something like that, or anterior pelvic tilts. Just watch videos, because I didn't know this, but I wasn't expecting this, but in the exam you're going to get questions, they're video questions, and you're going to see somebody do like maybe like a squat, and they're going to lean or something, and you're going to have to, and the questions like, okay, what muscle's causing the imbalance, or something like that. And it's like, like you might be prepared to like memorize certain things, memorize like, but you have to visually see it and know and identify it. So that's what I recommend. Like, go to YouTube. When you go through chapter 7 and you see like these like postural like deviations and stuff like that, uh, go to YouTube, and just watch videos from different, like, I mean, there's so many anatomy like videos out there. I wish I did that. I wish I did that. I wish I concentrated more on that, and I think I would have maybe scored higher, and just watch a lot of video demonstrations. Find anything you can find on YouTube. It might not be from ACE. It might be from a different, like, different outside of ACE. But it's pretty much the same thing. With deviations, posture deviations, and what muscles are causing it, and what you need to do. So that's what I recommend. I hope this helps. And good luck.